Okay, now I'm ready to print. I want to double check a few things. First, I want to make sure that I've taken anything out to the bleed lines, remembering that the bleed lines are the red lines, the black is our format, and then the magenta and the violet lines are just the interior margins. So I want to pay attention to those, make sure that anything goes out to the bleed lines, at least it's supposed to be cut off. Then I'm ready to print, so I'm going to go up to File and Print, and make a few changes here so that it's output the right way. First thing is to change the printer, and make sure that you go to whatever classroom you're in. I'm going to set it to be 260. Preview in InDesign looks a little bit different, so I would just want to keep that in mind. I should see everything I need here. Under Setup, I'm going to do letter. It's better to do that, I think, than defined by driver. So set your page size, whatever it needs to be. In this case, it's letter. And I'm going to leave my margins or my scale 100%, and my page position in this case is centered. If it's a different project, I may have to scale it down and things as I work, but for this I'm just going to leave it to be centered and full size. Next, I'm going to go over here to Marks and Bleed, and I want to put on crop marks. Those should show up over here, but I want to make sure that tells me where I'm going to actually cut that window frame out, and I'll leave the document bleed settings as it is. That should be good over here. The other thing I want to change, if I'm doing a draft, I want to print it in grayscale only. So I'm going to come over down here to Printer. It'll give me some things to just click OK in this case. And we'll get that next screen up and make some changes. It may come up by default like this, so I want to show details if that's necessary. And then this drop down for layout, I want to change to color and quality. This is really the only thing I have to change at this point. It's color and quality. If I'm printing in grayscale, I can just check this box. If I'm printing in color, I can just uncheck it. So that should be exactly what I need either way. I may have to come back in when I'm ready to print a final version. I may have to come back in and uncheck that. But that color quality, dropping layout to color quality, checking that box will give it to me in grayscale. So print, nothing changes here, and then I click print, and that's it. Don't forget to accept it once it gives me that balance. But that should give me the print that I need. Then I'm going to cut out the window frame like we've practiced, and then mount that onto the mat board for this particular project. But that should get you all set for your printing.